What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're gonna hit up my man Bizarre Bob. For you guys who are watching me since the beginning, or at least has been watching me for a while, know that Bizarre Bob is, for me, by far the best content creator that has to do with paranormal, caught on tape. And we are going to watch today's Scary Comp V95. So I know we're taking a couple of videos back because I know we reacted to V10. Well, it was like 100 cent, whatever. But fact of the matter is that his videos are always so good that I just go back and keep on reacting to all of the videos because a lot of the times he does not repeat his content. It might be repeated somewhere else, but he always brings the best information, very detailed, and honestly, in my opinion, the best real paranormal caught on tape. So let's see what V95 has in store for us today. Let's go.
In the following video, two friends are goofing off inside an indoor playground at a time when no one else is around.
Shot me 3 times. Okay, where'd you go?
It's late at night, and the restaurant where the kids' play area is located isn't being occupied by children. So, with not much else to do, both friends rush over to the restaurant's playground to have some fun. However, it would be during this playful moment that something pretty creepy is caught on camera. The following is what they caught. Take a look.
Jesus. Okay, this is my POV. Enjoy. This is what we have to get up to. This is really hard. I feel too big to do this.
Do you feel as out of breath as I am?
Yeah. Wait, where'd you go, left or right?
I went left.
Which way do I go? I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. Here, she went that way. Freaky. Yours is brighter, mine's all dark. Okay. You guys, I can't do this. I feel like I keep bonking my head too. That's crazy. There's like actual good down here. This is literally for human hamsters. Oh my god, someone bashed in this window. I feel like this is.
Neither friend had realized what was caught until much later, and the one recording this didn't hear anything while taking the video. The only voice heard was her friend's, who was somewhere far off in the jungle gym. The other voice was completely missed, but not by the camera's mic, as apparently a child's voice is captured.
Freaky. Yours is brighter, mine's all dark.
It isn't clear as to what's being said or whispered, but it sounds like the babbling noise you'd hear from a young child. For this reason, viewers think that this might have been the ghost of a child who hasn't left the playground. If that's the case, then who knows what else happens at night when no one else is around. While it isn't exactly certain what was caught, both friends were creeped out by this clip. But unfortunately, like most videos, this one remains a mystery.
I'm telling you guys, I mean, Bizarre Bub never fails. But as far as the EVP is concerned, it does sound like it's a child really up close to the mic. And obviously, there was no children there. So, my question is, I wish there was more details upon the location, but I understand why people don't reveal locations because there are crazy people out there that will go to the location like this business and start freaking busting out like, you know, an investigation even with children in the way. Get out, kids. I need to record. There are crazy people like that out there. But that, what happened in that location? Or that, the tunnel, the play setting, the playground, whatever. Was it brand new when it was brought to that location? Was it used? Did something happen to a child in that location or within the playground? So that would be very interesting to know. But I guess those are some questions that we are going to have to just die with because, again, I highly doubt that the owner is going to want the location to be revealed because they don't want crazy people going over there. But let's continue.
Inside an airplane is an employee who's recording a video showing what he does in a typical workday. As part of a cleaning crew, his main job is to clean planes that have just landed. This is something that he often does at night, especially with planes that are big enough to hold the most trash. But one night, he decides to do something different. Rather than leaving the plane that he just cleaned, he stays behind. Usually, a cabin cleaner moves on to clean the next aircraft, but seeing that his work was done and that no passengers would board the plane for a while, he stays. Purely for the fun of it, he does this. But this experience was anything but fun, because as he hides in the back of the plane, this happens.
I know I'm not dumb enough to lift those shades up because I got my flash on in here. They gonna catch my ass if they see. Yes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though, it's mad cold in here. And it's dark. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark on the camera, but it's dark. Let's go! Let's go! Right, sitting on the back of the plane. And y'all probably think I'm insane. Probably think I'm doing this for fame. Probably think I'm doing this for fame.
Caught off guard, he walks over to see if anyone's there, but to his shock, the space is completely empty. Somehow, the seatbelt flings out towards the aisle in a sudden motion without there being someone on the seat. It seemingly throws itself as if unbuckled by a passenger who's eager to get off the plane. Whatever it was that just happened scared the living daylights out of him, so much so that he scurries back to his hiding spot in the back of the plane. Hours pass, and he gets off the plane after personnel finds him inside. All in all, this experience has left him so rattled that he continues to share updates talking about this incident and mentioning how he should have stayed out of this plane. It goes without saying, but this incident has spooked him beyond belief.
Dude, I've never seen that video ever in my life. But yeah. Okay. So it is known that there are some people out there that want to self snitch. He recorded himself trying to hide so he doesn't have to do his job. So he hid in the back of the plane when everybody exited. And he just stayed there thinking he was just going to chill and just kill time. And then that happened. Now, I honestly, I do not think this was orchestrated. I honestly believe this guy just wanted it to dodge his job. And hey, sometimes, did he get fired? I mean, this is a very important job, right? Like, this is federal. Like, you're dealing with planes, especially after 9/11. Like, dudes don't play no more, right? Like, was this? Hey, I don't know. The fact is that how could that have happened? And even if, let's just say, that possibly somebody must have left. I mean, that's impossible too. What, somebody unbuckled their belt, stood up, and buckled it halfway, because it did seem as though, like, if the seatbelt was like in the socket, not fully in, and it just popped out, which possibly could have thrown it off to the side. We cannot determine that this is paranormal. So with that being said, let's move on.
On August 27th of 2024, a store manager watches
Oh, boy.
footage of something that happened earlier while sounding pretty nervous. He immediately ran to his computer to pull up the video and save it, just in case no one believes him. Something happened as he was unpacking boxes, and he knows that he caught it on camera. In fact, many things happen in this footage, but it's what happens towards the end of the video that terrifies him greatly. Ever since then, he's been watching his back, hoping that it doesn't happen again. The following is the store manager's footage. Watch.
Single night. Just putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
What good does that
I'm gonna get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like, what? Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they
Watch.
they could teach justification correctly. But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that? Come out. I'm not afraid of you. Is that you? That threw down the box earlier? Come on out. You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy. Always trying to mess with me. Ooh! Oh, shit. No. Hell no. Hell no. Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I going? What's it? Look, there I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah. Nah. Hell no.
As if the store manager wasn't already spooked, this happens. Recorded by the camera pointing at the side entrance of the store is this. the manager's hair lifting on its own, or better put, getting tugged by something unseen. It's the sudden yank on his hair that sends him running in a panic frenzy, making him think that someone was messing with him. But upon watching the security footage of this incident, he sees that no one was behind him. If no one was there, then whose forceful pull did he feel? While some viewers believe that this might have been the ghost he was calling out, others don't know what to think. To the manager, however, he knows exactly what this was and believes it's the same entity that's been messing with his store. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else happened to explain this incident? Let me know what you think down below.
So, I have seen this video and reacted to it multiple times, which is why I didn't really say anything. But all I'm going to say is, I hope this is real, because his reaction seems authentic. The fact that he's walking around for a while tells me that there's no way he had something hanging off his hair that pulled, like him trying to orchestrate this. If you like, this video was very detailed as far as showing the full aspects. This is the first time I see it, yes, through Bizarre Bub. And the reason why I like Bizarre Bub content is because he shows the entirety of the video, and it just seems really hard to fake. But I just hope this is real.
Now this next video was submitted to me by Alicia B, who recorded something that's left her pretty spooked. The whole incident took place at around 11 p.m. as Alicia recorded from inside her car. She was picking up her boyfriend from work like she usually does, only this time, something catches her attention, prompting her to film this moment. In the distance is a motel like any other motor lodge. It's a basic motel with not much activity going on, or at least it seems like that, because as Alicia looks closely, she sees this.
Bro, focus. That's it right. What the bro? What the
Having no clue as to what she was seeing, Alicia couldn't help but gasp. It was obvious that her eyes weren't playing tricks on her after seeing it more than once. A dark silhouette continuously appears and disappears as if flickering out of existence. This shadow, or whatever this might have been, just flashes momentarily before the video ends. Understandably, Alicia sends this footage in the hopes of getting an answer to her question: just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, a definitive answer has yet to be given.
That was an interesting video, if I'm going to be completely honest, because it didn't seem like it was an edit. It seemed like there was just something scrambling back and forth. And, the light was on the whole entire time. That one left me a bit curious, man. Damn. Shoot. Hey, what do you guys think about this video? Leave it in the comment.
On the night of September 26th of 2022, a family is enjoying their evening inside their home when out of nowhere, they find themselves immersed in a very peculiar incident. At approximately 9 p.m., Renee Salcido and her family had stopped what they were doing after being alerted by a noise coming from the front door. They weren't expecting any visitors, so naturally they were startled. But nevertheless, they were cautious from that moment on, and rightfully so, because apparently the noise they heard was actually from a set of bells that were dangling on their doorknob. The fact that they went off meant that someone had grabbed the handle. Freaked out, Renee shows the exact moment they're heard on camera.
I heard the bell.
Did you move the bells at all later?
Huh?
Did you move the bells?
No? I heard the bells ring.
It's the footage from outside that's left Renee and her family completely shook. The bells can be heard rattling against the door, but strangely, no one is seen grabbing the handle where the bells are placed. It's audible enough to know that something shook the bells, but the question is, what exactly shook them? Or better said, what had gripped the doorknob? Only after realizing why the bells went off does this video get creepier, as the family believes something had tried to get inside, and it seems that whatever it was really wanted to get in. But the bells, according to viewers, had successfully done their job. There's a reason why some people hang bells on their doorknob, and it's not because they add style, but rather help in warding off negative energy. They're known as witch bells, and Renee's family is glad to have bought them. But of course, whether or not this had anything to do with what occurred is up to you to decide. So then, had something come by to visit the family, or could something else explain what occurred?
I mean, the door was open, right? Could it be possibly that there was a gust of wind that moved the bell? I don't know. That didn't really seem like it was anything. I mean, I mean, I was born and raised in New York for 41 years. Ain't no way I would leave my door to my house open. Period.
Now, the following video was suggested by Jose H., who writes that this video was captured by a man inside a building that was next to a fire. The man recording this had already called the fire department to put out the flames. So, as he waits, he records this video. But he wasn't just filming to get the fire on camera, but rather to record something else. At first, he didn't notice it, but after taking a closer look, he sees it. This is what he saw.
It was. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna read this for you guys that don't know Spanish. It was 2:30 a.m. Eso, asomarme. I went to the window. It was 3 a.m. I went to the window. What grabbed my attention was that it looked like there was a person in the fire. To start, I started recording. Um, Once I started recording, it disappeared. Coincidence? I don't know. Dude. Yo. I know Bizarre Bob is gonna replay it a couple of times, but if he doesn't, we're gonna do it afterwards.
The figure of a person is seen standing at the window. They stand completely still while seemingly facing the outside, as if watching the man recording this. Despite there being a fire in this building, the person remains unfazed, assuming that it's a person though. Given the context of this footage, it seems likely to viewers that this was something else. Whether ghost or not, its lack of movement until the very end is unsettling enough. So then, the question is begged, just who or what was inside this building?
Dude, I've never seen that in my life. I can't even explain it. I mean, it seemed like the figure was in the fire. This is one of those things. A long time ago, I saw a video with fire. There was a building on fire, and it seemed like something sprayed out. And it was like, honestly, I mean, everybody says that it looks like the smoke kind of snaked out like a pressurized smoke and looked like a snake. We need to look into fires like scientifically. We need to figure out the capabilities of what fire can do. I mean, I I am left without words because it seemed as though somebody was in the fire. I don't think it was edited in. I don't think it was AI. And somebody was in the fire, chilling, and it moved within frame and dug down. I don't know, you guys. This is another one that I would, put down in the comment section your suggestion.
On a random Tuesday night, a young child happily plays inside their crib, even though it's well past their bedtime. As minutes pass, they continue to stay awake before all of a sudden standing up and looking straight ahead. It isn't clear as to what it is that they're seeing, but after watching what happens only seconds later, it becomes clear that something truly strange was going on. As the mother of the child is in the kitchen, this is captured. Don't have to listen closely to hear that a voice was caught on camera. It appears that the boy had heard it too, but unlike him, one can immediately tell that something isn't right with this voice. According to the mother, it sounds anything but human. Although it's yet to be known what this was, there's no denying that the voice is unsettling, and it's even more so when listening closely to what it's saying. It isn't clear, but it kinda sounds like it's saying, "Let me in." If that's so, then the bedroom door opening on its own becomes a whole lot creepier. Like most videos, not much info is given on this one, but with or without it, the video by itself suffices. What was captured is terrifying on its own.
Okay, I know the video is going to end right here, but coincidence or not, the door wasn't closed. It wasn't latched on, right? You see the vent right over here. You see that there is air flowing because all of this over here is moving. You see dust particles moving around also. Who's not to say that the voice was probably the kid? And everything else just being, everything else together, it just seemed like it was paranormal activity. I'm just throwing that out there. We have to think logically here. Um, I don't know, you guys. I mean, this is what I think. That vent turned on, door opened, everything was already moving, dust particles and everything, and that voice, it was the kid.
In this last video, a man living in a small cottage suddenly starts recording after hearing noises coming from his attic. He's been gathering evidence of these odd sounds that are often heard at night. From noises like thumps and creaks, he's been hearing all sorts of things, all of which emanate from his attic. Initially, he thought the noises were just part of the house, given that it's old. But one night, as he checks the space like he always does, this happens. Out of nowhere, a piece of furniture flips on its own, scaring the living daylights out of him.
Hell yeah.
Understandably, the man drops everything, including his phone, and runs for it. Clearly, he was freaked out by whatever just happened. To this day, he stays at a friend's, where both he and his friend continue talking about this incident. They both agree that something haunts the attic, if not the whole house. But thankfully, it was all caught on camera. So then, just what exactly had been inside the attic? Let me know your thoughts on this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Also be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Alright, guys. So, I honestly like that video a lot. I mean, that is legit poltergeist activity caught on tape. And the reason why I am liking the video most of all, the guy recording doesn't, or the person, we don't even know, doesn't say a word. That speaks volumes. They heard a noise. They grabbed their camera to, most likely due to that they have experienced certain things before, and they just grabbed the camera to show us this is a norm. They didn't even say a word, but that's the feel I got because of it. So I actually liked the video as far as like a legit poltergeist activity. I don't know. I know I have a couple of friends out there that might think I'm crazy for thinking this or even saying it. But you know what? I actually like that video. I actually like the video. It is straight to the point. Paranormal activity. The person doesn't say nothing. And yeah. Well, you guys, Bizarre Bub, please show this man some love. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Same over here. Because if you like the content, then that just means that you should like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.